Hi there, my name is Emily, the Drone Angel, and welcome to your one-stop shop for everything drone related.
Hey guys, I'm extremely excited to show you what I'm doing today.
Today I'm on my way to capture drone footage for a golf course.
I'm on my way to Balboa Bay Club to fly over a client's boat. I'm on my way to meet a coaching client to teach her how to drone.
I'm here on Captain Dave's boat, getting ready to teach a crew how to drone over whales. Today I am on my way to a construction site to capture drone footage for a developer. The hustle is real, but worth it. I was told that I had to pick a type of field and stick to it. But for me personally, when I first started droning, I immersed myself in several different types of jobs before I found a few that really clicked with me. Now there's a lot of pre-planning in the jobs that I do, but I don't mind it because I thrive on that creative process. Then there are less demanding jobs that are kind of a walk in the park because they become second nature to me. Like capturing construction milestone photos. No path to success is perfect, and you will figure out what's best for you. It's all about trial and error. You must immerse yourself in the line of work that you're interested in to really know what you're capable of. Learning how to drone is just one piece to the puzzle to making money from it. If you're new to droning or just wanting to learn some initial steps to making money from it, then this video is for you. But before we get started, please take a moment, hit the subscribe button so you're notified when new videos go up.
So I only want to do this as a side hustle because I have a full-time job.
A lot of my one-on-one mentoring clients have full-time jobs. They just want to channel their inner creative with droning on their free time. And then I talk to a lot of dronepreneurs. These are people that want to start a drone business from the ground up. They often think that by just getting their Part 107, they will just strike it rich and start getting clients. There's a lot more to it. You have to find the right fit and learn as much as possible about it. You have to basically just find your niche and be an expert at it. The drone industry is booming and growing at a rapid pace. There are more drone jobs out there than ever before and unlimited opportunities to make money in this market.
Is it worth it?
Transitioning from a hobbyist flyer to a successful drone business will take some time, some self-discipline, a ton of work and patience, but it's worth it in the end. If you plan to go the freelance route, you can pick and choose the services and products that you want to provide. For example, some days I'm wearing a hard hat, closed-toed shoes and jeans, and I'm capturing milestone sessions for a construction site on a bi-weekly basis. And then the next day I'm capturing footage for a resort and delivering final video assets to them. My schedule is never the same. There are pros and cons to doing freelance or having your own business. Freedom and flexibility. You create your own schedule and hours. Selectivity of clients. You can pursue passion projects and tackle a variety of projects. Here are some freelance cons. You are reliable for your livelihood. The hustle is real. There's no paid time off, no employment benefits, and you run every aspect of your business. This means marketing, business expenses, and everything that comes with owning a business. It can get really expensive, and Uncle Sam gets a share of your income. If you want to pursue a part-time or full-time job as a drone pilot, or just better understand the drone world as an amateur hobbyist, it's important to hone your skills and understand what it means to be a successful pilot. You need to assess what you're up against when you jump into this tough industry.
I'll take a cheeseburger, animal style, protein style, fries, animal style. Now, where do I start as a new drone pilot?
That's a really great question, Kyle. Start by following your passion and play on your aptitudes and strengths. Certain fields require more learning and a certain type of personality. For example, drone mapping versus aerial photography. Now, if you have a math or science background, drone mapping software might be something you want to learn. I suggest first working on real estate projects and develop your skills before diving into mapping full time. For my fellow creatives and storytellers, aerial photography and vacation and videography might be the way to go. Let's say you're an extrovert and you get a high from being around people. Then you might want to pursue a career in the film industry.
So like, what drone jobs are out there?
Now, I'm not going to read all of them off right now, but here are some that you should be familiar with. For me personally, I started with real estate then moved to commercial real estate, construction, and then resorts, and then more challenging projects. I find that by starting with an easier type of job, it helps me build the skills and the confidence to take on more challenging projects. For example, I recently captured video and photography footage of a golf course for a golf management company. They wanted a lifestyle video and 90 aerial and ground images. At this point, I have ample experience in producing and editing content that just really came easy. Now, some jobs will require you to learn new software. If you want to get into aerial inspections like solar panel inspections or power lines, you have to learn certain software like Agisoft or Drone Deploy. Now, the software will help you map the data that's collected during the inspection. You want to do some research about what the demand is for where you live because it will dictate what is realistic for what you can do.
What's an easy field to dive into?
I recommend starting with real estate because it's a great intro into drones, and you could practice capturing content in your own neighborhood before you start reaching out to clients. You can start with realtors selling single-family homes, and you can easily locate these realtors by finding homes are for sale in your city. Once you find them, you can call up the realtor and offer your services. You can probably make anywhere from $200 to $500 depending on where you live. Now, I only did a few of these type of gigs before I switched it up to commercial real estate where I knew I would make more money. It should be a relatively easy transition from real estate to commercial because a lot of the missions have similar deliverables, but there are some major differences between the two. One of them is the buyer's perception on what good location means to them. Location is a critical factor in determining the value of a home. For example, a beautiful or quiet neighborhood snuggled up next to a golf course or a lake is ideal for a home buyer. So you want to make sure you highlight the beauty of it. If your house is right by a loud intersection or by a ton of stores, you might want to avoid highlighting that. However, if you're shooting for a commercial broker and they have a building right next to an intersection or a grocery store, that might be one of the best features that you want to highlight. Keep in mind that commercial properties are typically bigger in size and there are more opportunities to expand your services. I also recommend looking into rental properties that want to show off the amenities of their property.
Who should I talk to?
Good question, Kyle. You want to talk to property management companies. They want to make sure that their properties are always filled. You can also pursue the commercial side of large sites being developed. In this case, you want to find a broker. In my next video, I'll dive deeper into how to profile these clients, how to find them, and then how to land a job. Now let's talk about gear. Gear is determined by the job that you want to pursue.
So should I get like the new Inspire 2 because I know it's like the nicest drone out there and I want to be the best?
Don't purchase a large drone unless you're an experienced pilot. Oftentimes, you don't need a large drone to get the job done. That's a huge misconception. I find that the Phantom 4 Pro is the most resourceful drone when you're first starting out, since you can use it for mapping and other fields. It shoots 4K and up to 60 frames per second. Depending on the entry field that you're pursuing, expect to spend at least $1,800 to maybe $2,500 for the right drone and extra batteries. So I highly recommend building your skills in a job that has a low barrier of entry when it comes to startup costs and learning curve before diving into a tougher field. For example, if you want to be a traveling resort content creator, I highly suggest starting with real estate or wedding photography and videography. It gives you that lifestyle piece that you'll be capturing at resorts, and you can purchase a cheaper consumer drone like the Phantom 4 Pro before fully committing to it. Let's be real, you are going to crash at some point, but to become the badass drone pilot that I know you can be, I love using the word badass, never use it, so to become the badass drone pilot that I know you could be, you need to practice flying as much as possible and learn proper flying techniques. Flying must become second nature if you want to become a good pilot. Now it's time to pass your Part 107. The kicker is you have to take a test and become a remote pilot. Not every business checks to see if you are a remote pilot, but I highly suggest just making a priority, study for 1 or 2 weeks and taking the test. You stand out that way and you are a responsible pilot. Also, I have a feeling they might make that test more difficult to take in the future. It only takes about a week or 2 to study for, and then you take the test at your local CAT center. I took mine at a local airport. I'm really excited about my next video because I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite topics, including how to establish your brand identity, how to price yourself, and then how to start making money. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, the biggest compliment to me is if you could share it with someone else that would also enjoy it. Of course, hit subscribe to stay up to date on new videos, and feel free to comment below if you have any drone-related questions or stories to tell. I would also love to hear your feedback on what topic I should cover next. If you're interested, I also do online educational consulting and hands-on workshops where I teach you how to fly over whales and dolphins. More information is on my website and in the links below. I'll see you in the next video.